So here we are, super lonely. No, not just because there's only 2.5 of us in a mansion, but because apparently we're the only ones in the world who aren't buying Bitcoin right now. Find out why, next. Greetings friends, I'm Chris. Welcome to this week's video. If you haven't already, please take a moment just to hit the subscribe button. It won't take you long and it really helps us out. Thank you in advance, we appreciate you. Now, as the intro said, we're going to talk about Bitcoin today. And maybe this will help some of you guys who right now are trying to decide if you should jump on the digital currency bandwagon or not. I get it. Everybody seems to be saying you should buy Bitcoin right now. You can even do it on PayPal, on Robinhood. What do those have to do with the video? Absolutely nothing. Just trying to keep it fresh and awesome for y'all. I know that this is working out awesomely for some of you guys, and I know that some of you guys are fully into it. I'm not, at least yet. Here's why. Starting right off the bat, a big one for me is that Bitcoin doesn't pay you or generate revenue in the way that mutual funds or stocks or other things can. By that I mean you're not going to get a dividend on your Bitcoin or your Litecoin or your gazillion other name coins. I love getting dividends. Also, if we're fully honest, Bitcoin or any other digital currencies are not as safe and secure, at least in my mind, as other traditional investment vehicles are. Shoot, we still don't even know who came up with or created Bitcoin, and it's been years. It's gonna be really funny, right, when you find out he or she has a backdoor into the system and takes all the money one day. Just kidding. Hopefully. No, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure. Another reason is that the price of Bitcoin and other digital currencies right now are incredibly high. I typically do not want to buy an asset or a house or a stock or a car or a cheeseburger if the price is at an all-time high. Buy high, sell low. Buy high, sell low. Oh wait, that's not how the famous thing goes? Oh. Another reason for me is the volatility of Bitcoin. Chris Hogan notes in one of his pieces he wrote on Bitcoin that just in the year 2017, Bitcoin ranged from $20,000 to $900. That's a big range. It shows how volatile it can be. To wrap this up, okay, don't listen to me, but let me give you the advice or what two other people said. The first is Robert R. Johnson. He's a PhD, CFA, CIA, no, just kidding, he's not CIA, and a professor of finance at Heider College of Business, Creighton University. He says that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are the purview of speculators. He says no one, and by that I'm sure he means me and you, should consider buying Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency as an investment. But he goes on to say that the only way to value cryptocurrencies is through the greater fool theory, which requires a greater fool to pay more than you paid. I don't want to be a fool. I don't want you to be a fool. Johnson goes on to say that you don't have to just listen to him. Instead, listen to Vice Chairman Charlie Munger from a tiny little company called Berkshire Hathaway. Munger says, it's like everybody else is trading in turds, and you decide that you just can't be left out. Guys, I think the best thing that we can do here is I'm going to bring in somebody super smart and super famous, and I'm going to interview him on some of these things. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the super smart, super awesome, and great investor and financial analyst, Christian. Christian, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Christian, do you think anybody watching this video, the 50 people, or for the purposes of everybody in our mind, we'll say the 10 gazillion people watching this video, do you think they should buy Bitcoin right now?
No, Daddy.
Christian, if everybody in the world was buying turds, would you want to buy a turd?
No, Daddy.
Christian, as a world-famous 2.5-year-old investor, if the prices of everything right now are at their all-time highs, do you think people should buy?
No.
No. It's very wise. It's very wise. I know one argument for Bitcoin, probably not the greatest one if you're legal and legit, is that, you can pay for anything anonymously with Bitcoin. It's the best. I would say what do you want to buy that you can't use cash or credit card for, right? Should you be buying those things?
No, Daddy.
No. He said it. Like, for example, it's a pandemic. You judge us all you want. We're not going out to eat right now. But if Christian was going to order Whataburger, patty melt, and stuff like that, and not tell mommy about it, so he didn't want mommy to see it on his Chase Sapphire Reserve, how would you pay for it?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin? What? Okay, he's definitely not investing in Bitcoin. We're not going to let him. You heard him. He would sneak and buy Whataburger patty melts with it. Behind our back, darn it. Well, that concludes my interview with this famous little guy. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Do you have any closing words for everybody?
No.
Okay, great. Love it. Direct and to the point. High five. Down low. Well, that's it for this week's video. Why am I doing this? Just so you hit the subscribe button, for God's sake, please. Jeez. See y'all next week.
Bye, people.